Okay, so let's just kind of review what the two issues are. There's two, okay? Now, just like you're gonna roll dominoes, okay? By the way, that last angle of attack number was 5 down. Okay. On that little pitch. Yeah. Okay, so that changed everything. And that actually on the optimizer, it was 65 and 65. So optimal to actual. Your spin loft, everything was blue all the way across, except for the spin because we're hitting range balls. Okay, so the first thing you have to do before you do your impact is you have to create more of an off-plane condition. Okay, so what's happening? Go ahead and take your setup. So your normal takeaway, the sweet spot's underneath the hand plane, hands only plane. So now that's better. So normal. So your hands only plane is only where the hands are at address, and if you draw a line up. Then it goes elbow, turn, shoulder, and all that kind of good stuff. So go ahead and take your setup. So normally what happens, the club gets under the plane, like that, okay? We don't want that because what happens is it becomes off plane. It takes you a long time within your swing for it to orientate. And when I say that, it means for your brain to recognize the sweet spot on plane. Okay, so we don't want that. We want to get it above it or on it, for you above it. So go ahead and show me above it. There you go, great, perfect. So that's pretty much ideal, okay? Now I want you to do that and hit the golf ball, disregard impact, okay? So do the full backswing, because we're only solving the first piece today. Okay. Beautiful. Now see how that was pretty much a straight, good contact, but an overdraw. Now here's the problem, okay? Your angle of attack is pretty level, but your path is 1.5 to the right. Okay. Okay, now the problem with that, okay, is you start losing, especially on some short irons, a little bit of distance, okay? So if I have this is just kind of thinking outside the box, okay? So you have your dynamic loft, which is a lot right now. You hit it really high, which is like this. And I'm referencing, like, there's a lot of good videos on this. So if you want to look up spin loft, you know, Joseph Mayo has some good videos on this. But there's this line is essentially level. That's your angle of attack. It's 0. Okay. Okay. Look at your dynamic loft. It's really high. Yeah. So if I add a few more of that, just slightly, okay, that brings your dynamic down. Potentially, okay? And you're gonna have a little bit better control. Okay. Okay? Now, obviously I don't want that. Yeah. Okay? But we want a happy medium there. Mm-hmm. If you do that, you're actually gonna gain a few more yards. Yeah, it'll go further, okay? Okay, so now on the second part of this, show me the impact interval, okay?
Just the chip shot?
Yeah. There you go. Now here's something to note. Your right shoulder, so that was 3.5 down, okay? With a 0 path, and you're blue all the way across. Okay, so what you're gonna notice, so go ahead and go to that follow through. There you go. So your right shoulder has moved through the golf ball, okay? You didn't do this. This is what you typically will do. Because this would tip out, as you go under and kind of out, you tilt back so that you get the golf ball. But what would happen is your low point would move back, and when the low point moves back, your hands become active to try to get to the golf ball. And you scoop it. Okay, got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's pretty much it. You can't do the ladder as effectively if you don't do the first part. Yeah. Okay. I'm real big on that, Bree. So a lot of people might just go, oh, just fix your impact interval. Well, there's a reason why you're doing it. Yeah. Because you're a good athlete. Okay, so a beginner wouldn't have that concept. I would actually take a beginner and make them only do the impact interval, because then they have control over that for the long run. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, do one more like that.
The impact? Or
yeah, just the impact. Very good. You see how the ball started left? Yeah. Okay, now that was really good. Now what's interesting is your path shifted left.
Yeah.
Okay, but you had good angle of attack and your face was matching.
Okay.
So here's the problem, and I want you to be careful of this. So go ahead and stand right over by the camera. So what you did, even when you're doing these little chip shots, you gotta be really careful.
Okay.
I don't want you to go in and shift it out to go left.
Okay.
I know it sounds easier and probably feels easier for the short shots, but the problem is now you're shifting the face left because it's going like this.
Okay.
Okay, it's tipping out, and your face is pointing on it. So you have a just straight pull. Okay, we don't want that. So I want you to still have a mini off-plane movement even when you're doing the chip shot.
Okay.
Okay, because that'll get the face to the right. Okay, and your path to the right.
Okay.
Show me one more like that. And then you just got to make sure that your right shoulder doesn't tilt back. There you go. Beautiful. 0 path, 3.5 down.
Okay.
A1.